Hello and welcome from Damp Sam. Hope you're all okay. Hang on, wait a bit. That's better. Move it that way. There we go. How's everybody? I've come on today to answer a few questions from yesterday's video, which seems to have got a big lot of questions and a lot of answers. I'll get a few answers. But I thought rather than answering everybody separate, I can just clear a few things up. So from if you don't know what I'm on about, I did a video yesterday which was a guy doing plastering for beginners, and I think they call him Bane. I think he's Batman's nemesis. From what I can gather, I don't know his proper name, but I'm tipping it's Bane. Let me go down here a bit. Is that better? You can get me all in there, can't you? Too far away or something. Let's have a look. I don't know what to do here. Anyway, let's hope that's better. So Bane. It was a good video, and what we did was we just pointed a few things out. So you know what I mean. So when I do these reaction videos, what I do is I at CRD Plastering in Pontypridd. How you doing? You had a fucking question. I'm sure you did. I don't know which one it was because I ain't got them in front of me. But what we're going to do now is I'm just going to answer one of the questions. So what I've asked, I've asked a few things. So this basically we're on drying times of Thistle Hardwall plaster, and a few people in comments seem to think I were wrong in on drying times. So this is what I've done a bit of research, and this is what we've come up with. So the recommended drying time for Thistle Hardwall before skimming with finished plaster, as per the British Gypsum White Book, which is a big book, is typically 48 hours. Yeah, 48. And I don't mind admitting I were wrong, because I said fucking 24 hours. And it's 48 hours. So he says, however, it's crucial to consider environmental conditions like temperature and humidity, as they can affect drying times. Always follow the specific guidelines provided in the product documentation for accurate information. And we know that he's not followed the documentation. There's no way you can fucking skim onto drywall after 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. So a bit further down, applying finish plaster to Thistle Hardwall before it's adequately dried, typically within 3 or 4 hours, may lead to various issues. Premature plastering can result in poor adhesion. Oh, we know that he put a scratch, didn't we? A devil float, so that would help a bit. Cracking or even compromised finish. The underlying plaster needs sufficient time to set and gain strength. Rushing this process may cause the layers to interact negatively, impacting on the overall quality and durability of the plastered surface. It's crucial to follow the recommended drying times provided by the product guidelines to ensure a successful and long-lasting plaster finish. Now, one thing I will say is I have skimmed onto plaster that is green like that, and I have done it, and And one of the things that he was right about, and he's right about, that it does pull it in for some reason. But when you're plastering onto a surface that's got a backing of sort of, gloss paint, that would have bubbled up. So it had bubbled up, and we all know what it does. So you go like that, you put it on, and it bubbles up, and then it sometimes peels back on itself. And we are wet, that second coat backing plaster that he put on, we are piss wet through that one when he put it on. I don't think that had been dry enough in 3 to 4 hours. And I think he went back next day. Listen, I could be wrong. I think he went back next day. So, and I think one of the things that you all want to hear about is this. So, mechanical key and a physical key, and whether I were wrong about mechanical key and a physical key. And I'm going to hold my hands up here, and I'm going to say it does depend on how you interpret it. So, there you go. So, it could be construed that the way I were learnt was different to how a lot of you plasterers out there are learned. So this might be like a, you know what I mean, like a cross wires thing. So yeah, so I could have to hold my hand up to something like that. That it's not what in your book, but like your fuckers are wrong and I'm right. Okay, so I'll read you what's put here. Let's have a look. So, because listen, we're always learning, and if people say I'm wrong, I will look it up and find out eventually that I am fucking right. All right. So, in plastering, the term mechanical key indeed refers to the physical texture or scratching of the base coat to enhance adhesion. This is separate from a bonding agent like PVA, polyvinyl acetate, which is considered a chemical key or physical key depending on how it's used. So I think this is where sort of wires have been crossed and grey lines have come in. When a bonding agent like PVA is applied, it can create a chemical bond between the substrate and the plaster. Comb scratch is a method of creating a physical key where a notched trowel or comb is used to produce grooves, ridges in the base coat. This physical key provides additional surface area for the subsequent layers of plaster to grip onto, improving overall adhesion. So I think it's one of them. It's a grey area. And yeah, in this part at Woods, I'm right. But I do understand the uproar it caused with me saying you were wrong. So if I have caused any offence to any plasterers out there, fuck off. Get fucked. So there you go. Listen, suck it and see. I think I were right. If I'm wrong in your eyes, then so be it. We love plastering anyway, don't we? We love plastering. And listen, the reason why I do these videos, like I said before, and I always put an exclaimer on, the reason why I do these videos is if I can look at them and if I can see things that I think are wrong that might help people moving forward in their either plastering or damp proofing career, and if people are telling thousands of people one way and it's wrong, then if I can sort of just like said to him, this is where that it should be done, this is where that I would do it, then intelligent people will take it as it is. So intelligent people will go, right, look, I've heard it that way, I've seen it that way, I'll make an informed decision, and this is what we do in it Pontypridd. Pontypridd plastering. So that's it anyway. So I've got listen, people. You're gonna fucking be putting some. you, you're gonna be putting some questions in comments next week. Because we've got. I started you off with Bane, didn't I? And it was a much loved character in the plastering community, apparently. For next week, we've got a fucking even bigger legend, I think. And I'm commenting on his videos. Somebody called Alex Morley. I don't know if you've heard of him. I think he does like a few plastering videos. Well, I found one where he's doing dry lining, and I've decided to have a look at that and go through a few things that Alex might be doing right and things that Alex might be doing wrong. So that might be coming out. Well, it will be coming out next Wednesday, and I'll be expecting a fucking backlash from the plastering community. Yeah. So and I've just done one now. I've just that's why I'm on now, because I've just done one about on damp proofing. I've gone back to damp proofing for a week after. So and that one is a guy who is a property investor who decided that he thinks rising damp is the most common form of damp in England, and it's not. So yeah, I'm just reading comments here. So Andy said, "Was that him with knocking brick off? Knocking the brick off? Was that him knocking the brick off? It could be. It could be. So Alex has got a mate on next video, and he's I've never seen anybody clean a fucking paddle for as long, and I don't know whether he just wanted to be in video or he just. I think Rafina sent him a brand new mega mixer and a brand new paddle, and he's got it's like all orange and that, and he's cleaning it for forever, and old Alex is talking there to camera, and he's fucking cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it. He even picks it up, he's fucking looking at it like that, looking at it, sparkling it is. But I think you'll enjoy next week's one. There might be some bit of controversy, there might not. So yeah, I hope I've clarified a few things, yeah, tonight. And if anybody wants to tag Bane in this video, then I hope he's going to comment on some of the stuff. Do you know what I mean? And just let's see what he's got to say, because I might have to have a look at a few more of his videos. If anybody wants me to comment on one of his videos, because he's done quite a few, either of them, send a link. I'll have a look and I'll see what I think. I did the backing plaster. That one of the reasons why I did backing plaster was because there's not many people do it. A lot of people are dry liners, and a lot of your plasters out there, yeah, absolutely spot on at doing dry lining. But no, but this comes in next week. And I've just thought now there's a bit what I go on about him sticking boards on, and it might or might not be a contentious issue from when I used to stick them on, when I went top 1%, to when this guy is sticking them on. So it could be a contentious issue. Yeah, it's I mean, listen, anybody that's putting videos out there and trying to help people, it's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? We need more in preservation industry. You've got quite a few doing it in plastering, and I did think of doing videos plastering to start with, but they reckon that with preservation being a niche subject, that'd be better. But you don't get as many fucking views, and you don't get as many subscribers. You get more when you're plastering. So I don't know. So it's better to comment on plastering ones. And if you get 50-50, some that like it and some that don't, then it tends to more people tend to watch it. And when I stick it on your plastering groups, there's mixed opinions. But anyway, it's Friday night. I don't know whether I'm in two minds, because I've got a report to write in morning. I've been on a survey today. I've got a report to write in morning. I don't know whether to have a glass of wine tonight or not. I'm going out tomorrow. I'm going to get pissed tomorrow, Saturday, with Brody, who was a plasterer, Lee Broadhead, who was a plasterer. I'd like to say as well, I've been survey I've been to today. A guy called Ifty. He's followed channel from day one, and it was a pleasure to meet him. Lovely bloke in Blackburn, and me and him had a selfie together. And I'm hopefully helping him with it's Ifty's report that I'm writing tomorrow. So if I have a glass of wine, it might be all slurred and that tomorrow. No, I only have a glass and a bottle. Well, yeah, I like a bottle. It's pointless opening a bottle in it and just having a glass because it goes like vinegar if it's left. So you might as well just finish bottle off. But I'll make that decision once I've had my tea. So I'm going to wrap this up, lads and lasses. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we've cleared some things up that I am fucking right. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed videos, and I'll see you up next then. Bye bye now. Hot toddy, yeah, hot toddy. Full of flu, fucking hell. Let me fucking catch that. Don't be sneezing on camera. Let me get off here before I catch fucking Andy's flu. Right, see you later. Bye bye now. I can't get it off. Right.